Did you know that if a pilot plots their course and they're just 1 degree off their mark, they could miss their destination by hundreds of miles? It's the same when it comes to buying a home. A 1% mistake could cost you thousands of dollars or even loads of emotional turmoil that could totally be avoided. If you avoid these 8 first-time home buyer mistakes, you will be miles ahead of the competition and you will thoroughly enjoy the process of buying a home. So if you're ready, let's go. Hey guys, Tyler here. I want to begin with the basic things that I'm sure you've heard of, but bears repeating. And then we'll get to the juicy stuff. Always make sure you get a pre-approval letter before you start looking at houses. It is a total waste of your time, and if you really want to get an agent to bend over backwards for you, show them you're pre-approved and you'll have agents serving you like royalty. Also, don't get caught up in all the staging, the pops of color, or design of a home that you're looking at. Too often, buyers make emotional decisions on how a home looks, and then when all the design, pops of color, and all the furniture is removed, the sad reality hits them that the house really doesn't fit their needs as a family. Instead, look at the bones and the flow of the house. Ask yourself, where would you spend most of your time? Do you see yourself living there? Questions like these will lead you to a better decision in the end. That leads us right into our next mistake. Buyers fall in love with the house and they forget to look at the neighborhood that's surrounding the house. In my market, Omaha, Nebraska, there are a ton of investors that are buying up properties in C-class neighborhoods. Now, there's nothing wrong with these neighborhoods except that these flippers are making these houses absolutely beautiful to get top dollar, and many buyers are ending up spending top dollar on a home in a Class C neighborhood. It is better to be the ugliest home in a good neighborhood than it is to be the best home in a bad neighborhood when you're buying it. This gives you the opportunity to put a little sweat equity that will benefit you down the road. The term house shopping, I believe, is the worst way to describe how you should look at houses. I made an entire video on how to look at houses right here if you want to check it out. Okay, the next 3 all revolve around the agent that you're gonna end up choosing to work with. Now, I'm not going to work with all of you, so I want to ensure that you don't mess this one up, because this is the second most important decision you're gonna make in this process. First, being the house you end up choosing. Do not work with the random realtor that reached out to you from Zillow or from wherever else they may be calling from. All of these sites get paid from agents to get in front of you. It could be a brand new agent that doesn't know anything, or it could be a part-time agent that is just doing it for some extra cash on the side. It is so much more than just opening doors and turning on and off lights. It could be the difference between winning and losing, or getting a deal or none at all. Getting a referral is the most reliable and trusted way to get in touch with an experienced realtor that's going to guide you through the entire process. If you're in that spot right now, please reach out. Over the past 10 years, I have built relationships with trusted and experienced realtors all over the country that I would be happy to connect you with. The next mistake first-time homebuyers make is not trusting their realtor's experience. Now, let me give you an example. I was introduced to a buyer that already spoke with and got pre-approved with a lender. What I didn't know was that when that lender told them how much money they were going to have to bring to the table, they freaked out, not realizing that it was going to cost so much. What happened next was the problem. The lender then told them that they could ask the seller to pay for their closing costs. So, no big deal. Here's your pre-approval letter. Good luck finding a home. Then they came and talked to me and told me that they wanted to ask the seller to cover all of their closing costs. Naturally, yet if they wanted to even have a fighting chance to win a bid on a house, there was no way that it was going to happen when they're asking for $8,000 in closing costs in the market that we're in right now. They are hearing 2 different stories. Who are they going to trust? Guys, I'm serious. This happens all the time, and it often creates distrust if a realtor does not know how to handle the conversation. And in this market, you have to be 100% confident in the realtor you're working with. If you can't trust the realtor completely, you need to find another realtor. The next mistake first-time homebuyers make is not knowing what to expect from the realtor that they end up working with. Here are a few things to consider. Every realtor is different. If I put 10 experienced realtors in a room and ask them how you should guide a buyer, you're gonna get 10 different answers. But there are some things that every realtor should be doing. They should be telling you all of your options and advise you even if it's not in their best interest, meaning they're not going to make a commission. I see this most common with for sale by owners. They should respond quickly and promptly. There are obvious exceptions to this, but this is a rule of thumb. They should be able to foresee potential outcomes and prepare you for what may or may not happen. You know what? I think I'm gonna make an entire video on this because this is so important that I wanna make sure you know all the details when it comes to choosing and working with a realtor. I will link that video here when it is available. I haven't made it yet, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I drop that video. First-time homebuyers also neglect appealing to a seller's emotions when it comes time to offer on a house. You've heard the phrase, facts tell, but stories sell. When you're writing an offer, I strongly suggest writing a letter to the seller why you love the home. I have seen sellers accept lower offers because of this. I made an entire video here on the 6 ways to make your offer irresistible to sellers if you want to take a more in-depth look on this and other strategies. There you have it, guys, the 8 biggest mistakes I see buyers make, but if you avoid these, you just about guarantee yourself a happily ever after ending to your home search. Love you all, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.